What's up, y'all? So I'm finally going to take the time and talk about the whole Kojima situation. I've been really busy. If you've been keeping up with my channel, I'm pretty much creating a fighting game. It's a Mugen, so it's like it's very customizable. So it's not like I'm building it from scratch, although you can with the software. But I do have a lot of help from the entire Mugen community and fighting game enthusiasts from around the world, and I thank them. It's pretty fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. But I finally I wanted to do this to talk about Kojima and the whole Metal Gear thing. I mean, the ruse is over. It's over. I was wrong. I'll admit to that. I'm sorry if I led anybody astray or anything of the sort. Um, MGS5 is a heck of a game. I think it's classic. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Uh, it definitely pushes the boundaries for the interactive medium in the sense that we become a big boss and the deepness and the complexity of it, if you're willing to look for it, is mind blowing. I'm sure some of you have seen my video. Some of you think I'm crazy. Some of you agree with it. Whatever. Um, as far as why Konami and Kojima split up, I don't know. Like, your guess is as good as mine. Um, it is sad, however, as a Metal Gear Solid fan, that it's the last Metal Gear Solid game we'll ever play. Unless Sony can somehow buy the rights to Metal Gear Solid from Konami or something of the sort. Um, it looks like that's it. It looks like that franchise is dead, and it's really sad. It's really sad to me as a huge fan of that franchise. For someone like me, who's been playing it since '98, who's been there since Metal Gear Solid One. Metal Gear Solid, in a lot of ways, is our Star Wars. It's grown with us. The characters are iconic to us. It's our Star Wars. Big Boss is Solid Snake's dad. The parallels are there. It's our Star Wars. And for Sony to pick up Kojima, and not get Metal Gear Solid with it, it's just, it's really sad. It's really really sad. So the next game, the next Metal Gear Solid game to come out of Konami will be whatever the hell it is. I'm not going to play it. Like, if Kojima's not involved, and I mean, I didn't like Revengeance. You know what I mean? So if Kojima's not involved, I'm not too big on it. I'm not that much of a fan of it. I'll definitely be uh, keeping a lookout for the new Kojima IP. I'm sure it'll be great. I think it'll be a lot more mature. Um, as I said earlier, your guess is as good as mine. But if I were to take a guess, I'd say Kojima wanted MGS5 to be really, really adult and really dark. And I think Konami wasn't having it. And I think that's why Kojima went the route that he went, in hiding everything, and still giving us the story of Metal Gear Solid 5 and giving us what we expected, but hiding it so that kids didn't have to know. You know what I mean? And I think ultimately that was Konami's doing, and I think Kojima's mad about it. I think he's upset that he didn't get his vision told and he didn't get to finish his story the way he wanted to. And I think him going to Sony is it proves that, because he could have gone to Microsoft, he could have gone to a number of different developers. Could have gone to Nintendo, he could have gone to Naughty Dog, could have gone to Santa Monica, he could have gone to 313, or wait, what the hell's the name? 3763? I don't know. The motherfuckers that make Halo. I don't know. Could have gone to Activision. He could have gone to a bunch of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But he went to Sony. And even if you saw the interview with Andrew House, they said that they were going to make something really adult. And it may have been me hearing what I wanted to hear. I haven't seen the interview in a while, but I recall them saying something of a more mature themed, more adult themed, more grown up. And that's what Sony brings to the table. You guys may want to sit here and argue about the console wars all you want, but the first video game to really have the main character be bad and die was, like something like Shadow of the Colossus, and that was a Sony exclusive. So, like, it is what it is. Sony is the more adult oriented system. That's just like the truth. You know what I mean? And I mean, we can have different opinions on it, but Name me a game on Xbox where the main character dies and is considered the bad guy. It doesn't happen. You don't get complex things like that on Xbox. Which is fine. You can play whatever the fuck you want, but I believe my statement stands that Sony does have the more mature audience in mind. And with that, I'm happy Kojima's going to be on a Sony. I'm pretty sure they'll probably end up doing PT. That's probably why they didn't call it Silent Hill in the first place. They called it Silent Hills because Japan has really weird loopholes like that when it comes to plagiarism and copyright. Like you could just change the names of things and it'll be fine. I'd love Chrome uh, Chrome Mech toughness game. Instead of Metal Gear, I'll play the fuck out of Chrome Mech toughness. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be great. But I think Kojima's going to use this to make something other than Metal Gear Solid, and whatever he chooses to make, I'm there. I'll definitely be playing it. I look forward to it. I'm happy that excuse me. I'm happy that Kojima's free, that he seems happy, all that good stuff. Konami, you fucked up. Like you're going to lose a lot of money. Like I'm not even like, you know. But as a fan, like again, I want to apologize if I led you astray. If you believed me when I was going on about the rules, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Trust me, nobody was hurt as much as I am. Well, maybe there was. I wouldn't know, but I'm a lifelong fan, and it hurts that the series is over. I almost cried. I didn't want it to end, and I think because of that, I made up a bunch of excuses in my mind for it. And it's sad that it had to come to this, but I mean, I guess that's it for Metal Gear Solid. It is what it is. I'm sad that I never got my game with the boss. I always wanted that, and it's sad that it'll never happen. And if it does happen, it has to happen without Kojima, which is like I wouldn't even want it. I wouldn't even want it like that. So it is what it is. That's life. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of Metal Gear Solid. It was a hell of a ride. The best video game franchise of all time. Of all time. I would put Metal Gear Solid 4 in my top five. And as far as franchises are concerned, it's the best. It's the greatest of all time. Metal Gear Solid 1 is a 10. Metal Gear Solid 2 is a 10. Metal Gear Solid 3 is a 10. Metal Gear Solid 4 is a 10. Metal Gear Solid 5 is a 10. Nobody else can claim that with their franchise. Like it's really Metal Gear Solid and Mario. Like that's it. Like those are the top. Those are the elite. And it's sad to see Metal Gear Solid go out the way it's going out. I'm sure that there'll be somebody to take the reins over now that Kojima's gone, but I'm not sure if I would want to trust it. It's like going to watch J.J. Abrams in the new Star Wars. Like I want to go. I love Star Wars, but like it isn't George Lucas, and I have a problem with it. Like I can't do it. Like I should have been watched the new Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I should have watched it already. But like I can't bring myself to do it because it's not George Lucas, and I know it won't be. It's not going to be the same. You know what I mean? It's going to be somebody else's take on George Lucas's vision. And I mean, it happens. Everybody has to move on. That's life. But I can't see myself playing a Metal Gear Solid game that doesn't have Hideo Kojima. But I mean, then again, that's what I said about David Hayter, and I played the fuck out of Metal Gear Solid 5. So, but yeah, all in all, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a classic. Even the war that's going on right now with the nukes and stuff, it really breaks the barriers down between our entertainment and the real world. It makes you question a lot of things. It gives you a lot of insight into the world, and it's very meta, very well done. The world is beautiful. Quiet is a fantastic buddy. The dog is fantastic. I could play that game for the rest of my life and be happy. It's a very good game. Again, finally, last time I'll say this. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart if you were holding on to any hope as I was. and I somehow prolonged your pain, then I apologize. I was just, I was simply wishing that it wasn't over, but apparently it is, and that's it. Gotta move on. That's life. And with that, be for victory. Uh, that video game gonna be coming soon. I got a lot of work to do still, but I will be releasing it. I'll be putting it in the description box. You can download it. You got a PC or whatever. You should be able to play it. It's illegal as fuck though, so I'm not going to be charging. It's more like a passion project. You know, I've always been into the Mugens and the fighting games, so I figured what the hell, I'll do one real quick. It's almost done. A few things to take care of here and there. Nothing major, just some balancing stuff. I may not even finish like the. I mean, technically, you could never. You know what? That's a whole nother conversation for another day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you have a great day.